Good morning, midday, early afternoon. No, it's not that late yet. It's barely 8 o'clock. Um, but how you guys doing? Um, I'm still waking up. I've been up since about 6:30ish. I am not in the greatest of places. Yesterday was the worst of the worst. I do have a video that I don't know if I'm going to put that up or not. I was very, what's the word I would use? Lethargic. I had gotten maybe 2.5 hours of sleep Friday night, Saturday morning. Actually, I fell asleep finally after doing everything I could to get myself to fall asleep. I fell asleep at 5, and a little bit after 5 o'clock in the morning, Saturday morning, and woke up at my alarm woke me up at 7:30, and I was like, do I just roll over and go back to sleep? No, I think I should just get up. Otherwise, it's going to royally screw me over. Last night, I didn't fall asleep until almost 10. It took literally 2 hours for the Benadryl, the one singular Benadryl I took to knock me out. And I took that around 8:30 after I got done talking to Jerry. I had talked to Jerry on, actually I'm kind of glad I got to talk to Jerry, FaceTimer before I went to sleep, because it was a joyless, dead day. I did very little to nothing because I was surprised I was able to cook dinner because of the way my brain was. I was just in one of those, don't care, don't want to be around people, don't want to be here, don't even want to be alive. All the different negative thoughts that go through my head because of lack of sleep and just everything that's been going on just kind of went right on top of me, and I just kind of went, I do not want to be here. I do not want to be human. I do not want to adult. So I did bare minimum. And the thing is everything I tried to do to pull me out of that melancholy wasn't working. Playing on the computer, not working. Playing on my game consoles, not working. Playing around with my phone, didn't work. Try to watch a movie that I know usually brings some sense of joy, not working. I almost went to continue watching, because we have not even finished it yet, is the Vikings from the History Channel. And I was like, no, Jerry would get mad at me for watching it without her, even though it's getting into the part of their history where it was bloody warfare. I don't know if Jerry's into it anymore, or she was just into it because I was into it, or what. But I saw a couple other Viking type movies that took a little bit of history, and Hollywood, did their manipulating and falsifying or whatever you want to call it, turning it into entertainment. And I was just kind of like, no, I don't know. I don't know what's going on anymore. It's not that I lost my interest in the Viking culture or the Norse culture. The way things have been lately has just been like, I'm not interested in anything. That's the way I was feeling yesterday. And today I'm like, what can I do today? I've done most of what I set out to do. But I think what happened was I was getting a sense of purpose and whatnot, doing the housework and whatnot. And then I got to a point where it's just like, I got that. What are you doing, Jim? As soon as she gets home, she's going to either clutter it back up or have you put it back the way it was, just because that's what she wants. And she's not going to care about your mental health and how it's affecting you, even though you told her multiple times that it needs to be done because it's affecting me negatively, both psychologically and physiologically. And that's where I got to. That's probably what was part of the problem Friday night, why I couldn't get to sleep, because I was just fretting over everything. And I don't know. I'm like, everybody on YouTube is pleased and happy and rooting for me as I'm doing all this stuff. But at the same time, I've got that whole, okay, I appreciate all the, well wishes and all the praises and whatnot. But then I think about, yeah, Jerry's going to come in here and reclutter it and move stuff back the way she wants it and not give two farts about what I want. So why am I doing it? Why am I even trying to worry about it? I don't know. That's what goes through my head when I'm not feeling all that great and no sleep and no filters and just feeling down. It's that, how do you put it? It's that in-between season where even though it's sunny, it's cold. You still see the gray, gloomy skies because of the approaching winter season. Now, some people say winter's already upon us because it's gotten so cold, but I'm like, as far as I'm concerned, it's not winter until it's either the highs don't go above 30 and there's white stuff on the ground. That's when I go, okay, it's officially winter. Of course, I'm worried about this year's winter because last year's winter was very mild. And usually what happens around here, I noticed especially here in the Midwest, is if you have a mild winter and do not have a rainy spring or summer, or rainy season is not as bad as it normally is, it usually means that winter could be downright nasty. Sorry. Sitting on my ankle too long. I'm fidgety. I'm sorry. But I'm kind of concerned because the fact that if winter is a bad winter, even before or after winter break, because if it's a bad winter when I'm not working, I don't care about it because, like, okay, I'm stuck in the house. I just don't know how things are going to be with Jerry and Julie here, if Julie's going to be here during the winter season. Because Julie was talking about, when Jim's not working, I'm going to go home and enjoy my family. And I was just like, it sounds fine to me, because if I'm home, one of us is going to be sitting around doing nothing and twirling my thumbs, while the other person is going to be running around like a chicken with their head cut off. Because, and I didn't say this to Julie, but I said because it's just the way it is. So that's when she was like, well, why do I need to be here when you're home? Because you'll be able to cook, you'll be able to take care of Jerry, you'll be able to do this, you'll be able to do that. And I said, well, it's you can stay here and we can split the chore 50-50, or yeah, if you think you can, if you can make it home, it's fine and dandy. Up to her. I'm not forcing her to stay. I'm not forcing her out. I kind of miss her already, and she's only been gone a week, and she won't be coming back for another week. So I'm just kind of like, I miss having Julie here, because, we could have spent more time in St. Louis during my week off. She could be up there in St. Louis looking in on my wife while I'm down here working. You know, I miss the factor of somebody that, not that I don't trust my Aunt Sue or anything like that. It's just Aunt Sue is not 100% reliable for certain things. Like if I were to call Aunt Sue to get an update from a third party, Aunt Sue's not that reliable for that information. But if I were to get a hold of Julie while she was up there with Jerry, Julie would give me the 411. She would give me exact information without, holding back too much. Julie might hold back enough that I won't get upset, but she'll at least give me enough of a report or vibe or whatever to satisfy my need to know that my wife is doing good. Because Jerry will hold back as much as she can to keep me from getting upset. Julie won't. Julie will give me enough to make me satisfied that I won't get upset, but Julie will also give me the information I'm looking for to help me make my own judgment of what's going on. So that's that. But we did talk. Jerry and I talked last night. We FaceTimed last night, which helps me because a lot of times just talking on the phone, because of certain kinds of background sounds and whatnot, I don't get the full sensation of being able to detect how she's doing. So FaceTiming, I can not only get her verbal cues, but I can get certain visual cues to make me know or help me know how she's doing. And she's doing fine. I mean, she's physically okay. She's just hurting because of the operation still and having to do all this PT. But because they transferred her to a different room to be by her, well, not to be by herself, but because of the size of bed that she needs to comfortably roll around or shift or whatnot, needs a bigger bed, and the bigger bed does not fit in a double occupancy room, so she has to be in a room that can only fit one bed. So she was kind of like, I'm missing my roommate. We got to talk and we got to know each other and have fun and yada, yada, yada. And I was like, sorry. At least when you get the chance to get out of your room and whatnot, you can go, it's just, 2 doors down and go visit her, or vice versa. She can come up and visit you or come over and visit you. It was her roommate's family that was gracious enough to give her a quilt, some flowers, and bring Thanksgiving dinner. So I was kind of like, oh man, I can understand you're going to miss the camaraderie of having a roommate and seeing the roommate's family and all that fun stuff. But it's not like she's no longer in the rehab center. She's just 2 doors down. But Jerry, the way Jerry is, she got like a whole lot of information out of this young lady that I'm like, that's personal business. Nobody needs to know this young lady's background or anything like that. But Jerry has the gift of gab, so, which sometimes I wish that gift of gab would be given back to whomever gave it to her, because it gets annoying after a while, especially when you can't get a word in edgewise, and it's like, will you please shut up so I can talk? But everybody has their yeah. Everybody has their different personalities, and sometimes some personalities can be just downright annoying. I know I have a lot of habits and traits that annoy Jerry. She has a lot that annoy me. It's just part of being human, part of being a couple, and finding common ground or whatnot, which, I don't know. Sometimes I wonder if I'm losing it. Sometimes I just wonder if I ever had it. Sorry, I have no filters this morning, and I'm just like letting it out. The video I was going to post last night, which I did not post, I did not even get it ready to be posted. It's like a 57-minute long video that I was kind of like, I did it Saturday afternoon. I was not in a good place. There was literally no filters whatsoever. I mean, literally like no filters. And I reviewed it this morning thinking I was going to get it ready to post. And I just kind of went, well, because of the light coming through the window behind me, and even when I turned around to face the curtains, my face was like backlit or lit up by the red glowing curtains with the sunlight. And, well, if I were to shave my face to have just a little strip goatee and then try to get my hair to form horns, I would look like, something that came out of the bowels of Hades. Red-faced and just like, I was not a good person. I was, like I said, no filter, no control. Just, I was letting it all out. Granted, I wasn't being like overly negative or anything like that, or being like really harsh, but I just, my feelings were gone. I was numb. I had, like I said, I had literally no filters whatsoever, and I was just like letting it all out. And then I looked at the timer that's up here at the top of this video, and I just went, oh, 57 minutes. Well, okay, I'm just gonna get off. I just kind of went, you guys know what to do, blah blah blah, and then shut the camera off. I'm a little bit better today. I still don't have full control of my brain, let alone my tongue. At least the filters are kind of in place, but they're weak. I'm tired. I did get, let's see here, I fell asleep probably 10. Well, I fell asleep about 10-ish. I woke up around 1, 2 o'clock. I had to do certain things because my body was like, hey, dude, you're not that young no more. So I had woken up to use the facilities and crawled back in bed and fell back to sleep. And then my first alarm woke me up at like 6:30, and I was like, oh, come on, please, really? Just, another half hour. Just give me another, So I turned on the next alarm, which was like half an hour from that first alarm. I have my alarm set at like 5 a.m., 5:10, 6, 6:30, and then 7. So I had originally set my alarm this morning for 6. And then I just rolled over, turned that alarm off, turned the 6:30 alarm on, and fell back asleep. Then when my 6:30 alarm went off, I just turned it off and I laid there like, should I just get up or should I set the 7 o'clock alarm? Then my brain was like, today's Sunday, you're going to have to get up at 5:10. So I was like, hells. So I got up and did my usual routine, got my coffee, came in here, checked my emails. I checked this eye just got itchy. Checked all all the stuff that's on my phone, my emails, comments, Facebook, anything that might have a message or anything that will like help me start my day or something of interest. And then, of course, I went and I checked outside for, I don't know, just to check to see what it looked like outside. It looked decent, even though it didn't feel like it. And I noticed that the one bag that's sticking out of the side of the trash can, which has got no food whatsoever in it, looked like a raccoon tried to bite it open or pull it open and couldn't get anything worthwhile. But I'm kind of like, okay, well, you're that desperate for food. I got some old greens in my refrigerator that I can toss out for you guys. But I had read a trick that does not seem to work with these particular raccoons out here in the Midwest. And the trick was to pour vinegar or apple cider vinegar or something that has a bad taste or bad odor over your garbage. And it sometimes deters the raccoons because they'll get a mouthful of that vinegar and not like it and want to go and want to run away. Well, either A, I didn't put enough, or B, they didn't get a mouthful of vinegar on that one bag. But that one bag I'm not too worried about because it's not edible stuff. Did I already talk about that already? I don't know. My brain's going into a loop mode. Anyhow, I'm going to let you guys go because either my brain stopped working all of a sudden or I'm just running out of thought, I think. I don't know. But before I let you guys go, if you want to see the non-filtered, annoyed, unhappy, negative side of my brain without being too belligerent or rude, I'm more than willing to put that video up. I still have it. And so, yeah, that's that. Anyhow, if you like the video, give it a thumbs up. If you don't, I'm sorry, but you can do whatever you want to there. If you have any questions or comments about the this particular video, go ahead and put it in the question comment area. And if you're new to my video and want to join, you can click the subscribe button, and once you do that, a little button will pop up and click on that, and YouTube will let you know when I put in my next video. So until next time, I'll see you guys around. Enjoy the rest of the day. Bye.